Welcome to School of Ascensions Pearls of Wisdom. Today, let's learn how we should behave towards a guru or a teacher. Let's start with this idea. When someone speaks kindly or shares positive ideas, people are naturally drawn to that person. They believe he is offering something new, interesting, and delivered with passion. Out of curiosity, they come forward to listen. However, after a few days, some may start commenting on him or comparing him with others without fully understanding his teachings. Deep down, they know his words are true, but it takes time for them to accept the wisdom. When we don't fully understand his teachings, we must be patient, check internally, and seek clarity. When we choose to follow someone by listening to his words, we are accepting him as our guru. So, how should we behave towards him? We should always be polite, humble, and hold him in high regard. Even if the guru associates with us closely, he must not cross any boundaries. We should avoid self-aggrandizing or bragging statements like, "I am so advanced" or "I am modern," as these attitudes do not respect the limits of our learning. Our words and actions must always be chosen with care, never misleading ourselves or others. As Lao Tzu says, "The one who does not honor the teacher and the one who does not honor the task, although ever so knowledgeable, they are confused." We share our problems and challenges with our guru, asking for guidance. The guru listens patiently and suggests ways to overcome our difficulties. Whether we choose to follow his advice is entirely up to us. Just as we are burdened with our own problems, a guru faces countless challenges as well. Therefore, we should not criticize him if he cannot solve our individual issues. The guru never abandons us, and he asks us to remain steadfast in our journey by holding his hand. Yet, not everyone truly listens. When we hold the light, negative forces may try to trap us. These could be energy parasites. When we experience such energy drains, our guru will notice and might even warn us. It is important to understand these signs of warning, whether they are communicated directly or indirectly. We should not later dismiss them by saying, "The guru said something about me that I don't like." Remember, a guru can see beyond our physical body. He always advises, don't compare yourself with others. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday. How am I today? How will I be tomorrow, in a week, or in a year? How is my behavior? Am I improving? For a guru, everyone is equal. No one is greater or lesser, because we are all engaged in divine work. When we connect wholeheartedly with our guru, filled with love, we experience a deep stillness. In that state, we are open to higher knowledge and the gems of wisdom that flow from his words, lifting us to a higher state of being. Just as the guru sees beyond the physical, we too must look beyond his external form. Lastly, when you make a mistake, sometimes even those closest to you may find it hard to forgive. But only a guru can truly understand the root cause of a mistake and forgive it. In today's turbulent world, No one should lose their stability. Instead, they must all strive to anchor the light as much as possible. Thank you. Victory of light.